it's the crew.
Yo, what's poppin', Crew Nation? You already know who it is, what it is, and what we do, baby. It is your boy Jay, and today we are talking about WhatupRG. Now, he recently put up a post where he said, church is great today. Now, that is a general great statement. Church is great. Church is always great for the most part, but this was a little bit different. He decided to show him watching the World Cup.
How many billions of eyeballs are watching these two men 12 yards apart? Messi scored!
I know, right? He shared a picture of him watching the World Cup, and he was inside of church. Now, granted, this picture could be not even him, right? You don't see his face. You don't see anything. But a lot of people are assuming that it is in fact WhatupRG. So we're going to go with that it was in fact WhatupRG watching the World Cup during service. Now, obviously, you had a lot of people coming out saying, oh, you don't care about God and this isn't it, and I can't believe that you would do this, and somebody literally died for the sake of Christianity, and yet you are doing this. WhatupRG knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't put this up to do anything other than cause a stir amongst his fans, right? Because if he cared to not cause a stir, he wouldn't have put it up. It wasn't for anything, to really show that he was supporting Argentina. It wasn't about any of that. This picture was clearly to do exactly what it was, and it was to get a lot of people talking. This thing now has over 1,000 likes and tons of retweets, and obviously a lot of people are making a comment in regards to this. So the issue is this a problem? This is what everybody wants to know. Is this in fact an issue that during church service he's worried about things outside of church? And to take it a step further, it's not just that he's worried about things outside of church, but that he is actively in church saying that this is him. Again, this could very well just be a picture that he took from somebody else that he decided to put here. But let's keep the content as if this was in fact him. It wasn't just that he was worried about things outside of church. He was actively watching the game during church. Some people are saying, hey, if you weren't going to, be all in, you shouldn't even went to church today. And I kind of agree with that. Anytime I don't go to church on Super Bowl Sunday, I'm going to just call it what it is. I used to be at church every single Super Bowl Sunday. I stopped because I got tired of finding out what happened in the Super Bowl before I even had the chance to get home. By the way, guys, I grew up Pentecostal. We have church on Sunday nights. So for those of you all saying, there's church on Super Bowl Sunday, no, I'm from a church. Me and my brother is from a church where we had church 5 days a week, seriously, whether it was a prayer meeting, whether it was Bible study, whether it was youth prayer night, whatever the case was, we were always in church. So yes, we had the instances where we missed Super Bowl Sunday several different times. Matter of fact, the first time I missed Super Bowl Sunday was in 2012, and I haven't missed a Super Bowl Sunday since that. God know my heart, y'all. Look, God knows my heart. At least WhatupRG decided to say, hey, I'm gonna do two things at once, which of course people were like, you can't serve two masters. This was, in fact, the biggest sporting event to go on right now. We had who people are calling the GOAT, Messi, win the World Cup. So this is a big, huge thing. Now, whether or not this is a problem, I don't know. You guys got to take it a step a little bit further, right? I would be the one to, first of all, I wouldn't do this, okay? I would just not go. I'm going to just keep it a bean. If it was that important to me, I would just not go because I wouldn't be able to handle my conflicting feelings during this moment, right? But I'm also going to take this a step further and say, you know what? Those of you all, because I know it is very difficult for you guys to break away from social media, right? Social media is our lives. Any downtime that a lot of us have, we use that downtime for scrolling social media, whether it be out while you're waiting on your food, whether it be in the doctor's office, whether it be at a red light, whatever the case is. A lot of times your downtime is to scrolling social media. And I've seen this happen a lot. Guys, if you are scrolling social media while in church, you're doing the exact same thing. Now, granted, you're taking your breaks and, you stop real quick to say amen and let everybody know that you're listening or whatever the case is. But you are, in fact, doing the exact same thing if you are scrolling social media during service. This is no different. A bit more extreme, but it's really no different. And again, this was a big moment. I'm not making an excuse for why he did what he did. I'm just saying that it's understandable. I can see this happening. I would just personally not go to church if this was in fact what I had my focus on. I mean, I'll just keep it a bean. I would have just did my daily devotional, thank you, hallelujah, and then went about my business, and watched the World Cup if that was my focus. But again, if you guys are scrolling social media during service, you're doing the exact same thing. If you kikiing and cracking up in the back of the church while the pastor is doing his sermon, you're doing the exact same thing. Now, look, a lot of people were saying, I used to do this with my Game Boy Advance. I used to do this, when I was a kid. I take my PlayStation, my PlayStation Vita, or whatever the case is, right? You would do that in church. Now, personally, I never saw people do this unless they were visiting my church. I'm from a black church, and black parents didn't allow that. Kids weren't allowed to be occupied during church service. I mean, every now and then, again, you got to, draw in a notebook during the sermon, but you didn't bring video games, and you didn't bring comic books to read during service. Now, look, I went to a small church, so we didn't have all the special kids programs and that, kept kids occupied during service and had their own little service back. No. You had children's church on Sunday morning, during sermon. And after that, you was on your own for whatever service you went to after that. That's just the way that it was. So in the church that I grew up in, again, a black church, it wasn't no bring what you can to keep you occupied. My mom is a lot more lenient about that now. And so my kids, when they go to church, they could do whatever they want to. And I'm like, that ain't how it was with us. But enough about me. Again, if you have participated in any of these things during sermons, you are doing the exact same thing. But I must be honest and say, if it was that serious, which it was to a lot of people, I'm not saying that it's not. Again, I don't go to church on Super Bowl Sunday because I know, right? If it's game 7 of the NBA final, I'm not going to church. God knows my heart. God knows my heart, okay? Steph Curry is Christian, right? At least I'm watching a Christian play. Like Ray Lewis was a Christian the first day that I missed a Super Bowl Sunday. Like, it was okay. But if it is that serious, then I do agree. You probably shouldn't go at all. Is it as big of a deal as everybody is making it? I think that they have a right to feel the way that they are feeling. But, hey, to each his own. Maybe this is a church that, allows that. So, I mean, I don't know. To each their own. Yes, I believe that if this was him, whether or not it was him, there should be a certain form of respect while the pastor is preaching. There's no way you can pay attention to Messi and pay attention to the pastor at the same time. It's just it's not possible. It's not. You're going to be paying attention to one more than the other. So it's not the right place. It's not the right time to be watching this, yet I'm not going to condemn this guy because we've all had it. Again, if you have scrolled social media at any point in time, if you didn't allow that text message to wait until after service, if you got a notification, and it wasn't just a quick clear the notification. It was a read what the notification is about, even open up the notification and kind of see what was going on. You, in fact, are doing the exact same thing. Now, granted, you're not sitting there watching an entire game doing this, but this thing is him doing this, or whoever did this, is like as old as time itself. In the white churches, I'm going to make it clear, I've never seen this in a black Baptist church, Pentecostal church, Kojic, AME. I've never seen this. But regardless, I've seen people, there's plenty. I've seen people in other churches, they used to have the little handheld TVs, right? They had the little antenna and was black and white. They used to watch the game with the earphones. They used to watch the games in the back of the church. While at church. So this isn't a new concept. This isn't something new. This isn't something for you to say, oh, these new rappers and they have no respect. But this happens. My personal opinion, I wouldn't have done it. Going off of some of my other actions, I have done it. You have to. But I don't know. Maybe I'm making too light of this, or who knows? Maybe I'm making too much of it. Why don't you all let me know what you all think? Hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, put it in the comments, and it's on.